We cannot actually stop toxic people, especially if they are parents, but we can, at a long run, stop their toxicity from getting to us. All right, welcome to part two. So some of the mistakes that parents make includes one, our parents don't know how to capture the moments in the life of a child. I personally have an album. Mommy always makes sure she captured moments right from when we're tying turban on our hair, trying to go to church and all of that, have birthdays, that cake that is the cover of a plate that they'll put rice on top with stew and meat, and then you now have three bottles of Coke or Fanta by the side showing that it's your 3-year birthday and all of that. So I have such memories. So parents, as you raise your child, capture their moment. It go shock you. Before you turn back, those children don't grow finish. And if you don't have moments captured, you might be alone. And once you go through those picture albums, it makes you see how far they've grown and what they've achieved in their life. Now, another mistake that parents make in raising their child is consistency. You're not consistent with the rules that you lay aside for that child. Probably you say, okay, no phones on the dining table, no phones on the dining table. And once you guys are eating on the table, you as a parent, you are pressing your phone. No talking while eating, and you get to pick calls while you're eating on the dining table. Your child needs to see how consistent you are with the rules that you play and set down before them. Another mistake that parents make is they don't show up for major events in the life of their children. Major events like their first grade graduation, matriculation ceremony, prize and speech giving day. All of these activities, they do not show up for them. These things have a way of affecting your child. I know firsthand how it feels for a parent not to be around for your matriculation or any major event in your life. It has a way of dropping the confidence of the child. Another mistake that parents make that affects their child's psychology is they don't communicate well enough. I don't know how many of us have watched the movie called The Wallabies. Let me know down the comment section. That movie is a definition of poor parenting. You cannot bring children into the world if you're not ready to take care of them, or you're not ready to have a proper communication with them. Now, the reason why you need to communicate with your child is solely because they need you to be their first idea of a relationship. They want you to tell them the truth about relationship, so that when they have problems, they run to you first. You are their first acquaintance, you are their first friend, you are their best friend. And when they face challenges in school or elsewhere, they find themselves coming back to you to seek counsel. But once there's a breach in communication is breached when there is no feedback. So whatever training you give your child, the child should be able to come back to give you a feedback. Now, once a child cannot communicate with the parents, that's where you see cases of rape, that children undergo rape at a young age and they're afraid to tell their parents for the fear of either they're going to get beaten or what have you. So the place of communicating with your child cannot be overemphasized. It is in this communication that you get to educate them about their body, educate them about matters that are of paramount importance, and they will be able to come back to you with a feedback when things go wrong, about the trainings you've given them. Now, another mistake that parents make that affects their child's psychology is they allow total strangers who have no bearing and they don't know how you've trained your child to scold or reprimand your child openly. Now, do you know what this does? This corrupts whatever belief system you've built on or inside of your child over time. Now, you've told your child that nobody should touch your breast as a young lady. And then somebody goes out there, she's all covered, and then somebody says, look at you, Why are you all butting up? Why did you cover your cleavages? What this, da, 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 da. These things, the final mistake that parents make in training their children is that they often take other people's advice as regards taking care of their children. So your children really needs to see you as their hero, and you have to stand up for them even in the public. Whatever belief system you've built in them is what they know. If someone else comes in from the outside and tries to inculcate a different seed in them, that is the problem we're talking about. Your children want to feel protected when it comes to their defense. So there you have it, guys. Thank you so much for following this series. By next week, we're going to be talking about signs of a toxic parent and how to handle it God's way. So thank you so much for listening. I love you. Thank you for sticking around with me, and I'll see you in the next episode. Tough love, baby.